Unit 7.2 Evaluation of Consultation by Finley Deedman. A major weakness my client has developed in response to the already dangerous alcohol is binge drinking, which refers to drinking in high volumes of alcohol within a short period of time, typically within one evening, which many will argue is the most dangerous form of alcohol consumption, as it places extreme stress upon the body, increasing the risk of many possible health dangers which may pose fatal consequences. Furthermore, binge drinking places enormous stress upon the liver, which is tasked with filtering out high volumes of alcohol which is being ingested into the body, as it is essentially a poison to our bodies. My client went on to state that she usually drinks heavily, binging 3 days a week, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, with friends at parties and other social events, leaving her body under constant stress of removing alcohol from her body. However, my client also stated that she often drinks alone in the weekdays, but in lower quantities, leaving my client drinking far over the recommended 14 units a week of alcohol. My client spoke of many reasons why she drinks, beginning with social pressure. My client spoke of how she came from a family who did not drink or promote drinking in any way. However, my client went on to say she began drinking in her youth with friends to fit in. She felt as though if she did not drink, she would be left out or discarded socially. This developed into her social life that she has now, which is heavily involved in drinking, with the majority of her social events being based around drinking, making it harder and harder for her to quit drinking as she becomes more attached to it. In addition, my client also spoke of how stress drove her to alcohol. When asked how she dealt with stress, she responded by saying she internalized it, which over time drove her to drinking as a form of catharsis. Although this does not resolve her stress, it merely masks it. The impacts of my client's alcohol consumption has many negative implications upon her health, both physical and mental, as sustaining this high volume of alcohol consumption could lead my client to forming dependencies, where her mind and body cannot function without the presence of alcohol, leading my client into alcoholism. She becomes addicted. This is why I believe reducing or possibly removing alcohol is a priority for my client to promote a better living standard and improve her physical and mental health. This is why I'm making alcohol one of her two priorities to change. However, my client does possess a strength in relation to alcohol, being that she grew up in a family that did not drink. This is beneficial as it clearly shows that her family do not support drinking, as she stated that she was never exposed to her family drinking, forming positive role models my client can look to in her time of need. This is vitally important as quitting drinking alone is near unobtainable task for my client, as she is such a social person. However, as my client has a supportive family, she can cope with how to go about reducing and slash quitting her dangerous alcohol consumption levels. This strength shows us that if she were to reduce her alcohol consumption, she would have the full support of her family to help her through the transition.